We're back, and I think I have to clear up a small misunderstanding that we had in our last video when I said the piers are done. A lot of you guys were saying like, yes, that's awesome that all the piers are done, and I didn't want to give the wrong information or the wrong message here. These piers are done on this part. See this white tarp? That's the addition. The piers are done there. These are not done. So we actually have the whole rest of the house to do. So I'm sorry if I confused anybody by saying we're done with the piers. I just meant the front addition. We're kind of treating that as its own spot, its own place, working on the house in two halves. So yeah, we have a lot of piers to do. We're going to replace all of those, and underneath there's a ton of them. But we're not doing that today. Today we're moving on to a new project. Yes, we're finally starting plumbing. Today is the day. Let's see how much we can get done. Okay, so first things first, we're going to be installing a wall-mounted toilet. And the toilet's going to be right here, which means we have to install the toilet carrier. We have a little problem here. This stud right here is bulging out. I don't know if you can see that. Down here it's good, flush. Up here it's flush. Right here in the middle, it's just pretty bulged out. So you can see I drew a line on it. I have to cut this out so I can flatten that stud. Sometimes when you see these knotty pieces of wood, I think it just gets a bulge. It goes through the cutting machine wrong and it just gets messed up. So I scribed a line on the face of this stud. I'm going to try to cut it off from here, shaving it down to here, and I think we can straighten it out. Perfect. So we got that flush. Now I'm going to go to the scary part, which is drilling holes. Got myself a new 4-inch hole saw because my old one got ruined on another project.
I don't understand what's happening.
I think I have my holes laid out. This is honestly the most stressful part of the job for me because I can stare at this forever. I could just plan for an hour thinking, oh no, is this the right spot? Sometimes you just got to do it. Okay. Okay. This handle makes all the difference in the world. Don't try a 4-inch hole saw without one because it'll rip your arms off. Now I anticipate this to be a little tricky. You might notice if you look down this hole that we are right above the pier, which means it's blocking the plumbing. I'm going to try to work around it. This is where we want the plumbing, and it just happens to be where the pier is. So the toilet drain goes down here, and I'm going to come over here and have it come up here, a vent. So I'm going to drill another hole right here for the toilet vent. Typically when you install a bathroom, you would put the toilet drain 12 inches from the finished wall out on the floor. But this one, since we're doing a wall mount toilet, we have a wall carrier, it's a different system. Just letting you guys know so you understand what's happening. Alright, we got our first 2 holes done, looking good. I should say that plumbing is not my strong point. I know enough, I understand the concept, but it's not something that I know inside and out like some other jobs that I've done a lot of. I do know that I'm oversizing my vent pipe. I could get away with a 2-inch pipe for this whole bathroom easily, with plenty of room to spare. So I should have bought fittings for a 2-inch. I went with a 3-inch, and that was just because in my mind it looked better. I don't know, it felt better, personal feels. There's no reason for me to do that. So if there's any plumbers out there watching saying you don't need a 3-inch vent, I know, but I'm going to do it anyway. I bought the supplies, that's what I'm going with. I think it's just my northern mentality to have a 3-inch vent going out the roof. We don't have to worry about freezing or frost here, so it's a totally different process. Whatever, a bigger vent isn't going to hurt anything, so let's just go forward with it. I have some holes to drill up above, let's do those now. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not getting in my face or anything. Wow, okay, so that was rough, but we got through the 4-inch holes. Now we're going to be going with some smaller 2.5-inch holes. These should go smoother. Got another one over there. Let me see if I have a smaller drill bit. I hate to cut out that much of my bottom. Okay, so the last hole I have to make is going to be for the shower drain. So what I had done is just set the shower pan in here and traced where the drain was. That's the drain. So I'm gonna go bigger so I have enough room to work and get the drain fittings on there. I think I drilled all the holes that I need to drill for now. Are we ready to start gluing pipes? I think we might be. I'm gonna get everything rough cut into place. I'm not gonna glue anything until I can make sure it's all gonna fit together the way I want it, and then we'll go from there. I have been working to figure out this whole layout, and I'm hoping to get it glued up here so that I don't have to work under the house primarily. I think I'm ready. I think I have this all right, so I'm gonna start gluing and hope for the best.
Glue is blue?
It's a different brand. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. This will be the test. So far so good, everything's gluing together fine. Now I gotta do these up in the wall. Then we could really put it together. Okay, ready? Let me go back under and measure. I got my pipes coming down through the floor. Now it's time to hook up my, what is this?
Contraption.
Yep, and hopefully it all fits. I gotta do 2 pipes at once because of the way this is laid out. So I'm gonna glue them and try to hopefully get them both in where they go. This is a little nerve-wracking. I'm gonna have to move fast with the glue. Because, you know. Okay, let me hit these quick. Let me just hit this one more time. Make sure we're... See, it's already getting chunky. Did that go up all the way? I don't know.
I think so.
We're almost done, Ash. Okay guys, we just finished the roughing of the drains. So this will be the toilet drain. Can't wait to show you that. Here is the sink drain, which has to be pulled up just a hair, but that's the sink drain. So the sink drain will go down here, and this is the vent coming up. The vent will come over and tie into this. This is the main vent pipe. It vents the toilet underneath. And this will be the vent for the shower. And again, it comes up and it all ties into that main line right there. So up here, I actually have the vent turning and going behind that foil insulation. I gotta put that piece of insulation back up there. I don't want it in our loft area, so I'm just gonna bend the vent a little bit and go out the roof just slightly over, but that's fine. So that's the first step of this whole project complete. We got the drains in, and I said at the beginning, I'm not like a pro at plumbing. I'm good at a lot of stuff, but plumbing is one of those things where I really have to like look stuff up and say, what am I doing? Because I want to make sure I'm using the right fittings and the right places and to have the venting correct. I definitely went overkill. It's gonna drain very well. It's not gonna have any problems. So I'm really happy with how it came out, and I still have to tie it into the main house drain, but that's gonna come later. And I'm gonna put the clean out and everything down there, so it'll be all fine. But that's all coming in another thing. I just wanted to get the bathroom roughed in.
So
now,
we can continue on the room.
Yeah. So now that the drains are in, we're going to be moving on to the water lines. We're going to be running PEX in the house, and that's coming next. So stay tuned for PEX. I'm looking forward to that part. That should be a lot easier. It's so much easier than the gluing and cutting and getting everything precise. Mm-hmm. So that's the order right now. I said at the beginning of this week that I really wanted to get plumbing done, so I'm happy that we started that. It's getting done. If we get the PEX done like next, we should be able to, that should be a one-day project.
Yeah.
So hopefully. I'm going to try to start working on the bathroom floor. We're going to go back and forth on this project, but that's the order. So stay tuned for all that. We have nothing else to share right now. So thanks for watching. We appreciate you following along. We'll be back soon with another video. So until next time, take care.
Bye.